and he started cranking on balls. Pow, pow, pow. Everyone's like, oh my God. Like, that's what we want, right? When we look at it, he's a solid athlete, pretty athlete. I came home from the cages last night and I couldn't wait to make this video. And I'm just gonna get straight to it. I really found this thing with a hitter, and everyone now is talking about backside, backside, backside. You gotta turn it, you gotta turn the barrel. And no matter what we tried, a lot of players struggle with this exact same thing. No matter what we tried, it wouldn't work, no matter what we did. And when you look at it, just from the body's perspective, the front side helps the backside, the backside helps the front side. Then in the opposite, in the reverse engine, or the reverse kind of engineering of it is the front side could also hurt the backside, right? So no matter how much we were trying to turn it, if the front arm is doing something a little bit different, they can't work together. And think about 20 years ago, or even 10 years ago, a lot of players were doing a lot of front arm swings and a lot of individual top hand swings. Now it's just a lot of bat speed, and I understand it, you got to follow where the money goes. It's a lot of bat speed. It's also natural just to move fast, but we have to make sure if the front side is really good, it can help the backside. If the front side is really bad, it can also hurt the backside. And over time now, probably a year now, we've been focusing on backside, 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 and no matter what we did, I've tried everything. I've tried going slow, I've tried going fast, I've tried everything, and we couldn't fix it. And I feel like a lot of players struggle with this too. So what the player was doing was, when he would swing, no matter where the ball was, he was pulling this knob down. Then he would miss under everything, and he would cut everything, unless he caught it out front and then his bat's working more up, blah, blah, blah. But like, anytime the ball was middle to deep, he could never get behind it because he's coming in steep. Especially when he tries to go fast. When he tries to go even faster, or just faster in general, just naturally, it really broke down, and that's not what we wanted. So what we did was, and I said, okay, what if we just simply, your front side is really bad. What if we simply just isolated your front side and we went from there, right? So I said, okay, feel like you cut your body in half. Feel like if I put sensors on you and just it matched up with your brain, I want you to feel like this is 90% of your swing, right? Just to cut the body in half, your front side is the swing. And just feel like this backside just kind of there for the along for the ride. And what we did was, we did a lot of like badminton or pickleball backhand swings. Like that was just the feeling. We were just like, pow, right? He stride forward, he went to go see it, then he took more badminton swings. And there's a really good feeling out there of Joey Votto, and he's going, right? That's the feeling. Because think about what that front arm is doing versus what this front arm is doing. It just, no matter what we did, no matter how well we tried to turn him, he could never get to here because that front arm would pull him down. He'd miss under and he'd cut, right? And everyone hates that. And also, he could never stay on the ball. He could only pull it, right? And a lot of players struggle with that. So when we worked on more badminton swings, notice where that front side works, right? Now he's going pow. So now this is more independent from his body, right? So instead of being connected and dropping down, now that front arm is working more up and out. So I said, hey, go see it, and I want you to feel really front side, but most importantly front arm dominant. And he started cranking on balls, pow, pow, pow. And I'm looking at my other really good hitter. He's in the Dodgers organization, and they're good friends. And I was like, oh my God. I'm not gonna say anything, but oh my God. And even that player's like, oh my God. Everyone's like, oh my God. And like, that's what we want, right? And we look at it, it's like, he's a solid athlete, pretty good athlete, and it's like that's what it's supposed to look like. The ball flight, not even the ball flight, but the sound, the movements, and it's like, oh my God. And we're all just looking around. I was like, more, more, more. My dad's back there. It's already like 30 minutes past the time we're supposed to be done, and he just keeps on picking up more balls. And I said, Dad, just keep feeding. And it's like, wow. Like even when he misses and it's not a good hit, or it's a swing and miss or foul ball, it's like, wow, like that's it. And we all just look at each other, right? And it's like, that's the type of feeling everyone's searching for. Not searching, but like they want that feeling where they feel electric. They feel really good. They feel like almost invincible. Not invincible as in we're perfect every single swing. Invincible as in, man, I feel dangerous every swing. And he finally looks up the TV and he hits some balls past 100, and it's like, it's been a long time since he's done that. And he was having a lot of fun. He's like, man, it's been a while since I found something like this or felt something like this. And it was just electric, right? It was really fun. And the thing that really got him was he was feeling like he was trying to go see it. Then wherever that ball was, he was feeling like his front arm was the whole engine of the swing. Sometimes he'd be a little bit late and still wanted to do that a little bit. But when he saw the ball more out front, he was going boom, and the ball was just flying. And most importantly, it looked like how it was supposed to look like. He did a little bit on side toss when we first started, but like when he started swinging really well, I was like, man, like he's a Cardinal fan, and I was like, man, that looks like Arenado. Not Arenado as in like head down and has like that box shape. Arenado as in like a really sexy, silky finish. He's like, man, That's what it feels like. And he could never do that. He could never be nice and fluid and sexy and silky and athletic and pretty in a pretty swing, because that front arm would always pull down. And even when he started swinging harder, he would pull down even worse and he'd get himself in more trouble. And some guys move better when they start swinging harder, but like that's a different story. But so what we did was, there's a lot of badminton swings, there's a lot of front arm, there's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of dividing the body and feeling like the front arm was the swing or the front side was the swing. Instead of forcing the backside so hard, some guys need that, but also some guys, we need to disconnect the body or split the body in half and divide the body and really try to feel the front arm. Remember, this is very important. If the front side's pretty good, it can help the backside be really good. We don't want each side to be fighting on each other, right? So if this front hip is opening up and the front side is pulling down or whatever, the other side's affected. So no matter what we want to do with this backside and what we see from the great players, the front side has to match up what we're doing as well. We can't have them fighting against each other. So make sure that you're not just focusing on backside. Make sure you're not just focusing on front side. They have to work in unison. Make sure you're not just focusing on pull side or just oppo or just out front or just deep. Like it's all the above, right? We need a good front side. We need a good backside. We need to be able to stay on top of the ball. We need to be able to get behind the ball. We need to be able to get the ball out front. We need to be able to hit the ball deep. We need the ability to hit the ball low. We need the ability to hit the ball high. We need the ability to hit the ball pull side. We need the ability to hit the ball oppo. We need all those abilities, right? We don't want to be one-dimensional. We need to be multi-dimensional, dynamic. That's what hitting's all about. We want to have a bunch of all these golf shots, and Joey Votto talks about it too. So make sure you're out there creating your own best hitter, and good luck.